With the market for truly wireless earbuds evolving quickly, it's fair to question if pairs released in 2019 are still worth checking out. In this review, I'll be discussing the good and the not so good things about the Liberty 2 Pro earbuds that I received from Soundcore. Before getting into the details, I think these are secure and comfortable earbuds that sound very good, with one exception that makes them better for music listening over spoken word listening. They're also a little pricey, coming in at $150 USD, so keep an eye out for sales and discounts. But let's get into it. The Liberty 2 Pros are definitely on the larger side, with a diving board style that hangs out of your ear similar to the Sony WF-1000XM3s, but they're sleek and tapered towards the front, so I'm happy with the overall aesthetic. When it comes to fit, these are some of the most comfortable earbuds I've used, coming with 7 ear tips and 3 wing tips to choose from, which make them more than stable enough to wear when exercising. And though they aren't fully waterproof, they are IPX4 rated, so you should be guarded against mild sweating. Build quality is something I've always found Soundcore does really well. The earbuds themselves are about 8 grams each, but feel solid, with nice matted surfaces on the parts that sit outside of your ears. The earbuds are magnetically secured in the case, which features a neat little convertible style enclosure. The case also features a 3-dot LED light on the front to indicate charge status, and can be charged wirelessly or with a USB Type-C cable. It's not the most pocketable case, but it does the job. For me though, the best part of the Liberty 2 Pros are their dual driver architecture that pairs a balanced Knowles armature driver with an 11mm dynamic driver to create a clear differentiation between bass, mids, and highs. The earbuds are controlled by a physical touch button on the top, which prevents the discomfort and loud noises caused by side buttons that drive the earbuds further into your ears when pressed. I do wish the buttons stuck out a little further, but I got used to locating them within a day or so. They offer all the basic functionality of play, pause, and call controls with a single click. Then you have the option to configure the double clicks and long presses within the companion app, where you can choose from track skipping, volume control, and voice assistant summoning. This is nice, but I would have preferred to see a triple click option to allow for all 3 controls at once. You can also use either earbud independently in mono mode if that's your thing. But the main benefit from the app comes from being able to adjust the sound profile. You can choose from 22 Soundcore profiles, as well as 10 curated from the Grammy Award-winning producers who were consulted during earbud development. Or you can opt to create your own custom 8-point EQ curves. Alternatively, you could use Soundcore's Hear ID test, which assesses your ability to hear different frequencies to create a sound profile tuned to your hearing. And that brings me to how they sound. The Liberty 2 Pro's dual driver setup creates a nice wide soundstage where the highs, mids, and lows all sound well separated and clear, making listening to music an honestly enjoyable experience. Here's a quick sample, but keep in mind this isn't the same as hearing them in person.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you. I would watch the days go by, wasted and blue. I was out of use.
Comparing them directly to the Sony WF-1000XM3s in their default sound profiles, the Liberty 2 Pros have slightly stronger bass, but their highs aren't quite as clear as the Sonys, which causes vocals to be a little whispery, but still excellent overall. The one major issue I have with the Liberty 2 Pros is the sound floor, or the amount of static that lingers in the background. It's simply much louder than I would expect to find on an expensive pair of earbuds. This isn't a big issue when you're listening to music because it gets overpowered, but if you listen to a lot of spoken word tracks, you'll definitely notice it in the background, which is why I wouldn't recommend these earbuds for avid audiobook consumers. The 2 most noticeably absent features on the Liberty 2 Pros are active noise cancellation and ambient pass-through, which are becoming more common in 2020. But I don't think this is a major loss because I was quite impressed with how well they passively block out environmental noises. Now, when it comes to latency, the Liberty 2 Pros are equipped with Bluetooth 5.0 and aptX, but not aptX low latency, which means you should be fine using them with apps like YouTube and Netflix without issue, but there's still going to be a noticeable lag when playing games like Call of Duty Mobile. The Liberty 2 Pro features 2 microphones on each earbud, as well as Qualcomm's CVC 8.0 technology to try and place more emphasis on your voice over background noise, which I think works fairly well, but you can hear for yourself now. This is what the Liberty 2 Pro sound like when I'm just speaking in a quiet room. And then here's what it sounds like when I'm speaking with the ambiance of a coffee shop in the background. There's definitely a lot of vocal distortion, so I wouldn't want to use them for long calls, but if you need them in a pinch, the person on the other end of the phone should be able to hear what you're saying. Overall, Soundcore's Liberty 2 Pros are a great sounding pair of truly wireless earbuds that I can honestly still recommend for music listening, but that I wouldn't recommend for audiobook listening. Keep your eye on the links in the description below because they go on sale occasionally, and if you can pick them up closer to about $100 USD, I think you'd be doing quite well. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.